Liverpool sell Cody Gakpo? Is he good enough for this Liverpool team? These are the many questions that I've seen Liverpool fans asking constantly throughout the season. By the end of this video, your opinion on Gakpo will change. In his post-match interview after the Sheffield United game, Alexis McAllister said how hard Cody Gakpo works in training and how the players really rate him. And before that exact game, Mohamed Salah said Cody Gakpo is one of the most underrated players in the squad. The squad definitely rate him. Jurgen Klopp definitely rates him. So then why do Liverpool fans not like Cody Gakpo, and are they right in what they believe in? In this video, I will highlight Cody Gakpo's time at Liverpool so far, the positives to Cody Gakpo's game, the weaknesses, and finally conclude on if he has a future at Liverpool. The ending might just shock you. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment down below if you would keep or sell Cody Gakpo, and subscribe for more content like this. Gakpo's time at PSV was intriguing. He of course has a 6'3" athletic build, which is unusual for a Dutch striker. He was excellent in all phases of the game for PSV. In the 21-22 season, at the age of just 23, he was in the 96th percentile in the Eredivisie for goal contributions, expected goal contributions, and shots per 90. But he was more than just a final third merchant. He was also a great ball progressor, whether it's passing or dribbling. He placed in the 87th percentile for carries and 71st percentile for progressive action, showing that he was effective in a range of game situations. Gakpo's biggest attribute at PSV was definitely his ability to create shot-creating opportunities. He'd start wide and move in. When he moved close to the left half space, the defenders were in total danger since he almost always got his shot away. Gakpo demonstrated agility throughout his time at PSV. He used his body to adjust and really effectively used his body inside the penalty area, allowing him to control the ball and avoid his mark. He has excellent balance and can rapidly shift his weight from one side to the other, and that allows him to really deliver a devastating shot at goal. He was a very explosive dribbler overall. He would use his large physique and massive legs to bring the ball forward until someone takes him out, but I don't think he does that at Liverpool as much as he did at PSV, but that's something we'll get onto later. One thing to say about Gakpo definitely is though he has excellent technical ability in tight areas of the pitch. He can use his opponents and avoid his opponents swiftly by making sharp turns in the half spaces. He uses this to create separation and chances for the team. In open play, he was a great ball crosser, connecting with his teammates. In addition, he excelled at set pieces, particularly creating huge chances from his set pieces and from his crosses. However, even when at PSV, there were always issues regarding his player profile. His off-the-ball movement was always poor, and he didn't actively want to run in behind opponents when he could. Gakpo also lacked the quickness and pace required to play as a winger in the Premier League. He'd have that more of a playmaking winger than he was as a pure winger, and the type of wingers that rarely hit the top levels in the Premier League are the ones who are more pure winger. At this point, it was anticipated that Liverpool would sign him to play as a left winger rather than as a striker. Liverpool took the chance in the January transfer window and beat Manchester United to the acquisition of Cody Gakpo. It only cost them 37 million, which was a bargain in the current market. Jurgen Klopp characterized him as the oldest 24-year-old he had ever met. He was extremely advanced for his age. Jurgen Klopp was impressed that Cody Gakpo was able to captain PSV at such a young age. The most engaging aspect of that Jurgen Klopp interview during the introduction of Cody Gakpo was definitely the discussion of his position. Klopp stated that Gakpo has spent the majority of his time at PSV as a left winger, but the club considered him as an asset who was capable of playing on any position in the forward line. Now, looking at that, was this going to be a blessing or a nightmare for Cody Gakpo? I'll let you judge at the end of the video. Surprisingly, Gakpo's start at Liverpool did not go as predicted. He was playing as a number 9 rather than as a left winger. He scored in consecutive games against Everton and Newcastle, and then he scored a brace against Manchester United. Gakpo was now favoured over Darwin Núñez as a number 9, and there were two clear reasons why. One was his off-the-ball press. The second was his ability to come deeper and link play. He was like Firmino. He used to come deep. He demonstrated his ability to find pockets of spaces, pick up the ball, carry the ball forward, and get the ball to the wingers. And because of our midfielders at the time, this was really ideal for Liverpool. We had Fabinho and Henderson, and this midfield didn't have the energy nor the carrying ability to bring the ball forward. So Gakpo would go into the midfield and be an extra body in the midfield, providing much needed energy and the ability to really drive with the ball from deep, in contrast to Darwin Núñez's chaotic play. Gakpo had to pick up the ball and carry it forward for the squad because the midfield just lacked that ability to bring the ball forward. He finished his half season with 7 goals and 2 assists, which was a good total when you think about it. At this stage, it appeared that Cody Gakpo would be Liverpool's number 9 going into the new season. Jurgen Klopp had chosen him over Darwin Núñez because his off-the-ball pressure and versatility in general in his player profile made him a more appealing option for Jurgen Klopp's attack. He was a bright point in an otherwise dark season. He was going to be Liverpool's striker in the upcoming season, right? Liverpool faced Chelsea in the first game of the season. The team sheets came out and Cody Gakpo was starting. However, he wasn't playing as a number 9, he was playing as a number 8, and his performance was just average because he just looked completely confused in that position. He never played there before, and he was requested to do so at Stamford Bridge. In the following game, he started as a number 8 again against Bournemouth. It became evident that this was harming his performance level. He appeared confused confused, and the crowd made it clear and the fans made it clear that Cody Gakpo should not be playing there. In the third game of the season against Newcastle, we finally saw Cody Gakpo as a striker, but then Virgil van Dijk got sent off and we went down to 10 men, and we really needed his aggression off the ball, but he wasn't showing that, and it wasn't really visible, and he was actually quite passive in his pressing rather than aggressive. And then Darwin Núñez comes off the bench and he scores an absolutely brilliant brace to win Liverpool the game against Newcastle. Was Cody Gakpo now becoming out of favour? This season has been quite obvious. When everyone is fit, Cody Gakpo is the 5th choice attacker. He's behind Mohamed Salah, he's behind Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota. This is a player who, if he's rated as a 5th choice attacker, then he's completely exceeding expectations. However, based on some of the cameos we've seen last season and his reputation as a player in general, he falls short of expectation at times. But I am going to look at him in a positive note now. Gakpo has around 13 goals and 5 assists this season. He's played as a number 8, a number 9, a number 10 and as a winger. Prior to Liverpool, he was just a left winger. That's what he was used to. And each of these roles needs a specific skill in this Liverpool team, which Gakpo has had to adapt to. A 20+ goal contribution from a 5th choice attacker is a manager's dream. He has the potential to be a 1st choice attacker, left winger, striker. He can play any of those forward roles, but there are some obvious improvements he needs to make, which we're just going to get into now. To be honest, some of Gakpo's performances have left much to be desired. The encounter versus Manchester United in the FA Cup was particularly horrible, but we need to put it into context. A player who hasn't played consistently, a player who's not confident, and a player who's been put onto the bench playing in a variety of different roles, not in his favoured role, coming off the bench and being expected to change the game, it's just not going to work because he's out of confidence. And Jurgen Klopp admitted that Cody Gakpo has suffered this season and accepted responsibility for that suffering. The usage of Gakpo as a midfielder was incorrect because he's just not a midfielder. However, Cody Gakpo has some of the blame too. Liverpool fans value hard effort and desire off the pitch. Gakpo's performance against Manchester United showed none of that. He wasn't interested in going back to help the team, he was just thinking of himself. He needs to demonstrate constant out of possession traits as he did against Sheffield United the other day when he came on. He performed significantly better than before and had a positive impact on the game. Another aspect of the game in which Cody Gakpo should be more proactive is when running in behind the opposition. He still believes Liverpool have Fabinho and Henderson and that he needs to come into midfield, come and collect the ball from deep, play it forward, move the ball forward, but that's not what he needs to do. Liverpool have now signed Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister, and the emergence of Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones, who have really improved that midfield. He doesn't need to do that no more. We need him to get into the box and we need him to score goals. We don't need him to do none of the ball carrying anymore. The final annoying aspect of Cody Gakpo's Liverpool career so far undoubtedly remains his inability to hold off defenders. With his frame, Cody Gakpo should be able to shield that ball, but he gives it up too quickly to tougher defenders. He should be able to use his strength to easily shield the ball. So what does that mean for Cody Gakpo's future? What does his future look like? Liverpool need to evaluate whether his declining performance is due to a lack of playing time and use of unfamiliar roles, or whether that's just his level, as well as considering whether he's a 5th choice attacker or someone who should be starting. However, Gakpo for me still has a promising future at the club. I still believe it. He showed traits that are quite valuable, such as ball carrying and ball striking. He's an important asset to Liverpool, especially given his versatility and ability to play any forward position. Gakpo is better suited to a team that really wants to control the game rather than a team that wants to play on transitions and play at full throttle. I'd want to see him play as a possession-focused winger at left wing with Darwin Núñez as striker. His technical quality and outstanding ball retention just back it up. Obviously, Luis Diaz is currently performing so good that he can't be dropped right now, but in future we can definitely see Cody Gakpo getting cameos. For the majority of the season, Gakpo has also shown to be an essential member off the bench. Aside from the rare shocker, he never leaves the pitch without scoring or assisting. He's not only terrific on the pitch though, he's also a great addition to the squad and speaks in interviews like a true professional. With Ruben Amorim expected to take over as manager, there's obviously room for Cody Gakpo in the squad, and I would be incredibly surprised if Liverpool allowed an asset like Cody Gakpo to leave. If you like this roundup of Cody Gakpo's problem this season at Liverpool compared to previous seasons in his career, then don't forget to smash the like button, comment down below if you would keep or sell Cody Gakpo, and subscribe for more. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload, and peace.